Hello, welcome to a new video journal. Today is May 2nd, 2026. I can't believe it's May. The last time I uploaded, I think, was in January. Um, and it's May. And I am coming with so much vulnerability and transparency, and I'm coming with so much love. And also, I'm coming with so much sadness as well. Like there's always a balance between so many different emotions. But I just want to say that first, I'm thankful and I'm proud of myself because everything that I have been working towards and everything that I had planned for myself at the beginning of the year is unfolding. Things are happening, not necessarily in the way, we always kind of picture things going a certain way. They happen, but not always in a way that, we want to. And so, first things first, this year I wanted to make community a priority. So I've been in person more. A lot of people know me for being online. They are familiar with my online presence, and I appreciate that. But I also wanted to be more personable. I wanted to be more up close with my art and with my presence in the community. And so I've done a few events. More is to come, but I've done a few events where I've had the opportunity to co-host a wonderful community event. I was the host of the arts and craft table. That was a wonderful time, despite like some behind the scene things like with my kids or whatever. But overall, like I was honored to just have a space, to share space with other creatives in the community, to be able to like connect as much as I could. Another great thing is I was a guest speaker on a woman wellness panel. That was a wonderful experience as well. Very thankful for that time. It was a very transformational day, I believe, for all of us, all women. And so yeah, I did apply for a few art showcasings, and unfortunately I did not get accepted to any of them, but it's okay. I'm gonna keep striving to get to be a part of that. But I was a part of a beautiful black art show. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to actually make the open reception because it was 21 and up, and I had my kids that weekend. So, motherhood, and I just want to say, like, even though you're a parent, you have to understand that parenthood is just an extension of who we are. We still have individual lives, and it's really important that our children see us outside of who we are as parents. It is important for them to see what brings you joy outside of taking care of the kids. And so motherhood has definitely kind of like, I wouldn't say hinder, but just kind of like a little redirection with certain things. There's just like, if it is my weekend or if it is my week or whatever the case may be, there's just certain events that I may not be able to attend because of the age limit or because of nap time or bedtime or whatever the case may be. But regardless, I was still a part of the show. My art is still hanging up and people were able to experience. So that's what's most important to me. Also, what's happening is I am the creative director and lead hairstylist on a beautiful hair art and fashion show, collaborating with a wonderful designer. His name is Twin, and his clothing design brand is called Carte Blanche. And so I'm really excited to be able to collaborate not only with Carte Blanche, but also some wonderful family of mine, Cuzzo, Javon, and then also, like, you know, even though, like, we're not like related by blood, but that's my cousin also too, Kayla. We're also collaborating marketing wise with their brand called Work Hard Play Hard. And so I'm just really excited for it to just be like a very intimate type of thing. And also I have some co-hairstylists that's working with me. Shout out to Kiss by K and shout out to Tia. So yes, this is gonna be something new and grand for me because this would be my first hair art show ever. And I don't absolutely know like what to expect, but I've been keeping it cool because my thing is I just want to have fun. I don't want any pressure. I just want to have fun. I'm not really worried about the money of it all. I'm not really worried about the logistics and all of that other thing, like all of the other things that come with putting together an event. I just want to have fun. And whoever comes, comes. I haven't been marketing it as much as I probably should, only because it's a very small space and there's a limited amount of seats. So I'm more so kind of focused on like the inner crowd, like the people that like I've already known, the people that like have just been supporting for years and years and years. You know, I think once we do another show, we'll have a bigger venue, we'll have more in space, but this first rollout is very small and it's very intimate. And I just want people to know like, hey, you know, just this is just the first of many. And I'm just happy that people came and had a chance to experience it. And so I'm definitely looking forward to like bigger things happening for sure. But yes, I'm putting together my first show. It is actually next Saturday, May 9th. And so I'm excited. I'm just speechless. So I'm just carrying in it with like whims, you know. I'm just being whimsical about it. Oh, let's just have fun. Let's just have fun. I don't want to start getting in perfection mode because it's going to kill my vibe. It's going to kill the essence of what this is all about. Just us having fun, doing something creative and cool, and whoever comes out, you know? And so yeah, really excited about it. Uh so yeah. With all of that being said, right? I'm doing things creative, you know. When it comes to me pivoting in this adult world, you know, I've been challenged this year for sure. And God has been with me throughout this entire process. And this upcoming week is going to be very sensitive to me because there is going to be an ending of some sort. And, you know, I have to let people know. And so I don't want to talk too much about it in this vlog. Maybe in the next one after everything is out. But just know there's a pivot definitely happening. And I understand that this coming season, it is just time to put things in order. What do they say? They say put your big girl panties on. So that is ultimately what I'm doing. Just, you know, continuing to grow up. continuing to grow into, um, adulthood and womanhood, and just being able to stand on my own 2 feet without having to rely and stunt, my growth. And, I've always been someone that was always seeking validation from my family. I've never wanted to let my family down. I've always wanted to make them proud. And so me leaving something that is so important to me, um, it hurts. But I gotta let this chapter end. Maybe not forever, but for now, because it is putting me in a position, and it's been putting me in a position where not only have has it affect my mental health, but also, my personal endeavors, my personal life, things aren't consistent as they need to be. And with me living on my own, me co-parenting, and me trying to move forward with, this new life, it's really important that stability is there. And it's really important that I'm able to provide and move through the world without such a heavy stress. I think the times that we're living in, regardless, whether you have money or not, the times that we're living in, regardless, is outrageous. I looked at the gas prices, is 4.19. It's out of control. Groceries is at an all-time high. It's, almost $5-6 for bread. And this is not me being exaggerating. You get maybe what, 5 things for almost like $100. You know, uh, 3 things running at $50. And it's just outrageous. So, with all that being said, even though we're living in some horrible times, excuse me, I don't know what's going on. I gotta think about. I'm thinking about, some other things. So like, as I'm talking, other thoughts are like coming in. But anyway, with that being said, uh, yeah, we're moving forward, but with grace and with love and with gratitude. And so I'll talk more about it maybe in another vlog after everything is done and taken care of and pretty much out in the open. But yes, there's a lot that's happening, and you know, I'm thankful for it all. Uh on top of that, personally, like, I have just been going through the feels, man, when it comes to womanhood. Like, oh my gosh. TMI, okay? But I never thought that my menstrual cycle would be so intense at 30, and I'm only 31. Like, I'll be 32. What is happening? I feel like I'm only 15, you know? Like, I only feel like I'm 15. I don't know what's going on. Like, oh my God. But my menstrual cycle has really has taken a toll, and I've been learning so much because, like, when you're like when you're a girl and you get on your period, or like when you're a teenager you get on your period, like, it's not as bad. Early 20s is not as bad, right? 30s, it's like, whoa, what the is happening here? And so I'm in this process of, like, trying to gauge each step of this whole cycle. The luteal, though. The luteal phase is a whirlwind. People aren't talking about it enough, or maybe I haven't reached that side of TikTok, I haven't reached that side of Instagram, Threads, whatever the case may be. But luteal phase has been kicking my butt so bad. I drew a picture about it. This is a self-portrait of me going through the feels of the luteal phase. It's so chaotic. It's internal chaos. You don't know how you feel. You don't know what to feel. You don't even know how to articulate any feeling, anything. You just know that like your world is crashing and everybody in it must crumble too. And I've looked up things to like balance it out. I've even changed my diet. By the way, let's pause for a sec. I'm officially 1 month vegan. Can you believe it? And the thing is, I'm not missing meat at all. Like I was really never a huge meat eater. I felt like I just ate it because that is just what I was accustomed to. That was a part of my culture. It was just a part of the routine. But like it's not the meat that I'm missing. It's more so figuring out snacks and figuring out things like delicious things to eat that doesn't have milk or egg in it. So dairy has been the biggest hurdle of trying to get through this phase, because I'm like, damn, everything has milk in it. Everything has like wheat or some sort of dairy product in it. But I found out that there's like dairy-free ice cream. I already knew about it, but I always felt like the ice cream is not hitting. Like it's nasty. It's like prosthetic ice cream. Like vegan ice cream is prosthetic ice cream, but I lied. Oh my God. They have vegan ice cream bars. They have vegan ice cream. They have sorbet. Shout out to the mango sorbet and the raspberry sorbet. It be hitting every time. But yes, I have found the holy grail of vegan snacks. So, yeah, I'm in this for the long haul. Because honestly, though, I think, now I will be honest, I probably would not be able to be vegan if they didn't have alternates for the dairy. I love my eggs. I love things that have milk and honey and all these things in it. But there's things out there. So like I'm really excited to just continue to dive. I'm going to share that part of my journey as well. I've been cooking I wouldn't say a lot more because it is just me, but I've been cooking a little bit more intentionally. I've been taking my time. I have been lazy because, not to mention, I have been in this cycle of like luteal, and then now I'm ministrating TMI. So like everything is gonna like reset. I'm not Godzilla anymore. But I've been lazy these past couple of days because it's like I don't really feel like cooking anything. I just want something fast. So I've been eating a lot of like falafel wraps. Shout out to my wonderful friend. He's been cooking for me. He's been making meals and things for me, so I'm really appreciative of that. And also I've been making vegan burgers and like peanut butter sandwiches. I've like found this organic creamy peanut butter. I low-key hate creamy peanut butter, but like whatever, it's still peanut butter. I love peanut butter. But anyway, okay, so shout out to me. Yeah, so all that to say that your diet does play a part on how, I guess, like your cycle does go. But I think because I'm only 30 days in, it's not really going to be much of a change. I think it will be more of a change maybe like a year or 2 years into it, because my body is still filtering, my body is still cleansing. But I will say that even though I'm vegan, yes, no meat, no dairy, but the sugar part still haunts me. So I have to get a hold on that, because even though I'm vegan, I still eat a lot of like sugar and things. So it is what it like. I got, look, everybody got their little vice. I'm eating the best things that I can, but my sugar, it's like got a hold on me. I literally ate like some vegan popcorn today. Absolutely loved it. And then I had like a green tea, but like it's still also like sugar, and I eat like a lot of dry fruit and things. So I'm just like, hey, what the heck? Like, what, like I can't win for win, right? But yeah, this is my lovely luteal phase self-portrait. Someone recommended me to do the whole phase. I think I will. And so, yeah, I just wanted to mention that, like this is kind of like an update on all parts of my life. I've talked about the creative part, I've talked about my career part. Now I'm kind of talking about the personal feels of just me being a girl. Like, I'm just a girl, and I think that the highlight of everything that I've just been dealing with womanhood is just being more familiar with my body, getting more in tune with my body. I see little changes as I grow older, and I embrace age. I think that I'm not really trying to hold on to my youth. I think the number one thing is I want to hold on to my whimsy. I want to hold on to my creative visions. I know that adult life comes with seriousness, and it comes with great responsibility, and I'm a parent, and that's already just like so much within itself. But I want to still keep the jazziness. I want to still keep the colorfulness. I want to still keep the inner child, the inner teenager, the inner young adult. I want to still have fun. I love seeing older women that still have fun with their hair, still have fun with their fashion, their makeup, their jewelry. As we get older, yeah, we evolve. So I'm not really doing as much as I used to, like I did everything. Like when I went out, I was, this, I think that people would still think that this is a lot, and to a certain extent, like I have my moments where I just kind of want to be a little bit more chill or whatever, and I'll find my whimsy in jewelry or makeup or whatever the case may be. But I've been really down in the dumps because of my luteal phase. I've just been like, like I don't really care about life. And so today, I was like, I gotta get up. I dropped the kids off at their dad's, and I was like, I have to get up and do something fun. I got to get up and do something creative. And so that's what I'm doing. And I said, I need to do a video journal, like I got to update. I need an update, like like within myself or documentary, and then, whoever's supporting me. And so with that being said, like, I am, growing. And sometimes growing is not always beautiful. So you got to remember that growing is not always going to be this beautiful process. Growing is going to be very ugly, and it's going to be messy, and you're going to mess up sometime in the growing process. But the fact that you're growing is the most important thing of it all. And so I'm leaving this video journal just with that. With that, growing is not always going to be beautiful, but the fact that you are growing is beautiful. Okay, so do all the things and just keep living. I think the number one important thing that I've learned is you can have so much going on in your life, but just don't forget to live. You know, there's been parts of my life that is complete doo doo trash. You know, like I should be stressed, super stressed, and a part of me is, but like I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna still find some joy throughout the day. I'm going to still be thankful for this day. And so that's what I'm doing. Um I was like, maybe I'll get dressed and actually go to this huge event, local, like this huge local event. But I said, by the time I do all that, event's gonna be almost over. You know, I'll go to the next one. You know, but at least I'm up. I'm out of bed, and I'm gonna probably eat soon and like paint. I know I got a lot of painting to do, so that's that. Peace out.